Alright. We finally arrived at Uzhitz. Now, to find that limping bandit. Somehow. Hello there.
Good day to you.
How's it going?
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. But why not? I've taught all sorts. Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
Alright, sold.
Alright. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces, if indeed time is of the essence.
Oh, alright.
Here are your groschen.
Then we may as well start.
Alright then.
No. He did break his vow, but better than to dishonor it here. May he follow his heart. Wake up, lad. It's time we were getting on.
Oh.
So, let's see you read a bit.
Well.
There's a book here on the table. Try to read it.
Will I manage?
Alright.
You ought to be able to. It's a simple text. Come back once you've worked your way through.
Alright, sounds good. One day, a countryman going to the nest of his goose found there an egg all yellow and glittering. When he took it up, it was as heavy as lead, and he was going to throw it away, because he thought a trick had been played upon him. But he took it home on second thoughts, and soon found to his delight that it was an egg of pure gold. Every morning the same thing occurred, and he soon became rich by selling his eggs. As he grew rich, he grew greedy, and thinking to get at once all the gold the goose could give, he killed it and opened it only to find nothing. Oh. Alright then. Is that it?
I've read the book.
Wonderful. So tell me, what have you learned?
That being greedy doesn't pay.
Excellent. You're one of my most talented pupils. You've uncovered the meaning hidden in the letters. Like I told you, books are valuable, and the words that you place in them ought to be no less so.
Does that mean that I can read then?
Yes, you have the foundation. Remember, my boy, the pen is mightier than the sword. To fully learn your way around words will take a lot more reading yet. Now we're moving on to the second lesson, which will be much harder. Many books are written in Latin, the language of erudite and religious men. If you really want to be able to read, there's no getting away from Latin. There's a book on the table with some text. Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
I only just managed the fable about the goose, and now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
You're a clever lad. You'll manage.
Alright. I'll try. I can't make any promises, though. Is this it? Nulso est libre tamalsu ut non ailqua apte prosit libri muti amigistri snut optimus orator est qui pauci virips plurima dicit. I don't know. Not sure I fully understood that one.
I read the page.
So tell me, Distupule, what's written there?
Nullus est liber tam malus ut non lique parte prosit.
Good heavens! Don't tell me you haven't had lessons before. Excellent. Well, there's nothing more I can teach you. Congratulations. You can go and be ordained right away.
Oh.
Thank you, Domine. I'm feeling a lot wiser.
Okay then. Well, that was simple enough. Just like that, I've mastered the art of reading. Isn't that something? It's still a little bit unreadable. Illegible? Is there more training in order?
Watch over you.
Alright. Well, thanks for the help, I guess. I'll see you around. Greetings, innkeeper.
God be with you.
Hey, so,
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
What would you want with him? Well, it's no skin off my nose. The bastard has a cottage on the edge of the village by the road to Ratai.
I see. Well, thanks for the assistance.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed there is. Just last night, Father Godwin was here, calling fire and brimstone down on old Gertrude, the herb woman. He's not one to make a fuss over some trifle either. And there's more.
Go on.
Around here, you should hear about what Vashek the groom has been up to at the stables.
Oh?
When the head groom told the lads here, they fell off their seats laughing.
I see. Alright, well,
Take care now.
see you around. Oh. Whoa. Nice moves, Father.
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that from a man of the cloth.
With a stick. I practice with a stick. Reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
I see.
Do you have any work that needs doing?
My dear lad, I have more worries than I can bear. Another pair of shoulders would ease my burden. I have to deal with a local witch.
A witch?
A witch.
The herb woman, old Gertrude. That devious hag who will stoop to anything. Like all herbalists, for that matter.
Oh, don't tell me. The cows are giving blood instead of milk, and babies are being born with 2 heads and a tail.
This is no laughing matter. Gertrude isn't evil. She just has peculiar ideas about what's good for people. A little bird told me she incited some Uzhitz women to witchery.
I see.
A little bird told you, did it?
You know how good people are at seeing the splinter in another's eye and not the beam in their own.
In other words, someone's been gossiping. What do you want me to do?
I want you to go and see her and find out what she's been up to. I know she lives in fear of the Holy Church, so tell her I sent you. That will make her talk and think twice about encouraging witchcraft. If you learn that she truly did involve folk in some foolishness, find out all you can and deal with it.
Alright, sounds simple enough.
Consider it done.
Good. And never fear. I'm a man who always pays his debts. You'll find Gertrude, the old herb woman, in the woods. Farewell.
Alright, well, I'll see what I can do. Excuse me there. Sir? Quick word,
My
please.
respects to you.
How's it going?
I hear you can tell me something about humans.
No, sir. My master would whip me for telling tall tales again. But
What?
really, it's all true.
I won't hit you. Just tell me, is it the truth?
Really, sir. I still see them every time I try to sleep.
Aha. Alright. So what do the humans wear?
They wear the skins of dogs hunted down in the night, so no weapon can hurt them.
Right.
I see.
Thanks.
That makes sense.
Take care now.
Thanks for the info. Alright, well. We need a nocturnal dog skin, some raven feathers, and some wolf fangs. And after that, we will become bona fide official humans. Sure. Why the hell not? Oh. What's going on here? What are all these people hanging around here for?
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
If that's what you call nothing to see, I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Uzhitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Uzhitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Really? They say he had a limp?
Shit. Well, allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh.
Oh, alright. Thanks.
All that's left of him.
What? Wait. What?
Sakra.
Nothing's ever easy. I'll have to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Alright. Appreciate your help, I guess. Well, that's not what we wanted to find. So,
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now. And nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
could have drugged him, gagged him, or maybe he was already dead.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept company with all sorts of vermin. He was always getting into some kind of trouble. Punch-ups in the tavern and what have you.
Right.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
Uh-huh.
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
Interesting.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
Uh-huh.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
Let's see.
Another thing about... The parish priest here in Uzhitz, he's a peculiar sort of cleric. I noticed he's quite handy with a sword.
He is indeed. He's as hard as nails. More than once he's intervened in a brawl in the tavern and sat everyone on their asses. He's not to be taken lightly.
I doubt he acquired those skills at the seminary.
You know how it goes. The nobles send their youngest sons to study for the priesthood, and our parish priest has blue blood in him. He probably learnt to fight at home before he went to university. That's how it goes with those aristocrats. But I heard something happened and he was roving the world for a while. Don't know what he got up to, though.
Interesting. Alright, well, that'll be all for now. I should take another look. A more thorough examination is due.
Judas. Looks like this is meant to be a warning. But for who? And why? Maybe the gang had a falling out. But a bandit who knows how to write isn't something you see every day.
That's a good point.
What's this? Looks like someone's hit him very hard on the head. Could they have bludgeoned him to death and then gutted him? That would explain why he didn't scream.
Quite.
Lord above, they did a hell of a job on him. Must have been agony. How come no one heard anything?
Well, I think we know now. Any other clues in the house? Just some odds and ends, as they say. Nothing is standing out here. Nothing out of the ordinary. Interesting. Alright, well, I should, oh! Where did everyone go?
Jesus Christ be praised.
Another thing about Lubosh.
Take care now.
Is this also part of his estate? Some odds and ends. I'll have to ask around. Oh. Ask around like the entire town? Alright.
Good morning.
Hey, how's it going?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
Ask away.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
He was a drunkard and a beast. And lazy too. Idle hands are the devil's tools.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
What do I care about that scoundrel? I was glad he stayed out of my way.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
The only thing seemed suspicious was how a rogue like him suddenly started going to church. Now I see why, of course.
Ah, interesting.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
He was always a loner. Except lately he started talking to the parish priest of all people.
Ah, interesting.
That's all. Thank you.
Good luck then.
Farewell. Maybe I should go and find the noble priest. And maybe another trip to the local inn.
True enough, but it still don't make sense to me. Why would a quiet lad like that throw his lot in with that spawn of Satan? For sure there's something else behind it.
I don't know about that.
Greetings.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know anything about it, but ask all you want.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
I didn't really know him. He kept to himself, even in the tavern.
Interesting.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I was coming from the tavern very late that night, and I caught a glimpse of someone entering the village. He looked like he was in a hurry. It was only a shadow against the sky, but after what happened, I wouldn't wonder.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to take to the faith all of a sudden. But I suppose no sin's too dark for God's mercy.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Not with anyone from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never said much.
Interesting.
That's all. Thank you.
Good luck to you.
See you later. Alright. Need to go to church and find the father that we were talking to. Don't exactly remember where he was. Let's ask the innkeeper again. Innkeepers usually have all of the secrets.
God be with you.
Hey, how's it going?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
Oh.
Do you know what Luke...
I was coming from the tap. He looked like he was in...
Oh. You're also coming from the tavern late at night?
That's all.
Don't you work here, though?
Farewell.
Okay. So much for that theory.
Good morning.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof, and now a murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know how I can help you, but ask if you must.
Who was this Lubosh who was murdered?
You could see at first glance he was no good. I kept well out of his way.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
There wasn't sight or sound of him for a long time. And then yesterday, he turned up at the church and even talked to the parish priest. Never saw him do that before. Probably had a bad conscience.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day Neuhof was raided?
I don't think he was home. I didn't see him all day.
I see.
Do you know who Lubosh used to spend time with? Kin or friends?
As far as I know, he had nobody at all in this world.
That's all. Thank you.
Alright then.
Good luck, then.
See it.
Good morning.
Hello. Goodbye. Ah. There he is.
Good health to you.
Hello again, friend.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish, boy. I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
I see.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation, but I can't.
What?
And why is that?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man, son. And one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Right. So you're saying that God values secrecy above justice? Interesting.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul.
Oh, okay.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
Oh, it's true.
But Lubosh is dead. You can't hurt him, but if you don't tell me, more innocent people may die.
All right. I agree. I'll probably serve God better by saving a few innocent lambs than by keeping quiet. Especially if nobody finds out about it.
Right. Well, except God.
Lubosh came to me shortly after everything that happened. His conscience was gnawing at him. I must say I never expected it of him. But he turned out to be a better man than he seemed. He said some crony of theirs hired them. First they thought they were going to steal horses. Then it all got out of hand and people started dying. He and his gang didn't want any part of that. So they quarreled with the others and ran off.
Quarreled? A corpse was found in the woods by Neuhof.
Well, that would explain something. Lubosh kept blabbering on that he wasn't a murderer. That he didn't want to do it.
So I know Lubosh killed one of the murderers and now he's dead too. Only I need to find the ones who are still alive. I need names and places. Did he mention any of the others?
Just nicknames. But maybe that'll help. He mentioned some fellows called Riki from Ledechko, Pius and Timmy.
Nothing more?
No.
I suppose it'll have to do. I reckon I'll go and have a look around Ledechko first. Thank you, Father. And don't worry. I won't tell anyone.
Alright. See you around.
Good luck to you.
Yep. Thanks for the help. Greetings.
God be with you.
How do you do?
I'm looking for the local groom.
Well, you found him. What can I do for you?
The Lady Stephanie of Talmberg sent me. She said you have a roan ready for her.
Well, Chamberlain Dietrich said someone would come. We have him here, but if he's ready, I can't say. That
what does that mean?
Horse will let you saddle it and walk him around the courtyard, but as soon as someone sits on him, he goes completely wild.
That horse is supposed to be presented at a noble woman's wedding. It probably won't be appropriate if he makes a spectacle of his rider. Is there anything I can do?
Try asking Vasha. For some reason, that devil horse listens to him. Then take the horse with you. Dietrich's arranged everything. May the Lord watch over you.
Alright, well.
Hey.
What? Where is this Vashek fella? Oh. Oh.
My respects to you.
Greetings.
I heard you have a way with the horse that unsaddles everyone else.
Yes. I suppose I do.
And how do you do it? How do you calm him down?
I'm good to him.
Go on.
Well, I want to treat the horse well too, but I don't know how, because I don't know him as well as you do. Will you help me?
I sing to him.
You sing to him? What?
2 horses come roaming in the merry month of May to graze in the shade of the apple tree there. The first one is brown, and the second is grey. Which shall I ride to my maiden so fair?
That's, interesting.
I know how it looks, but he likes it.
Thank you.
Right.
Basha.
Well, if you say so.
Good luck to you.
Suppose it can't hurt. Right? Okay, now what? Do I sing the song? Oh! Which one is the roan? It's all the way over here. Hello? Greetings.
Want me to sing? You're definitely the first horse I've ever serenaded.
2 horses come roaming in the merry month of May to graze in the shade of the apple tree there. First one is brown and second is grey. Which shall I ride to my maiden so fair?
Well, you still trying to throw me off?
I guess not. Alright. My equine friend. Here we are. We've arrived at Talmberg. That wasn't so bad now, was it? There we go. Alright. Safe and sound. Mission accomplished. Hey there. So,
Any work going here?
Enough for a dozen men. You could take the place of that useless stable hand Vashek for a start.
What happened?
What's wrong with them?
Something wrong?
Just found out that he lost our pie.
Lost it where?
Pie?
In his stomach?
No, Pie was our fastest stallion. A lovely dappled.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, that's bad news. How did Vashek manage to lose him?
He fell, banged his head, and the horse bolted. Can you fathom it? A stable hand falling off a horse.
Scandalous.
And then Pie took off at a gallop.
Well, sure.
Well, I can't take Vashek's job, but I can try to find your pie.
That would be nice of you. If there's anything you need to know, ask that fool. I was too livid to even speak to him.
Right.
Alright. I'll keep that in mind.
Farewell.
I'll go ask Vashik about that pie of yours. See if we can't find it. Oh. I mean, how hard could it be? It's not gonna be like finding a pie in a haystack, is it? Sure hope not.
How's the head?
So even strangers know my shame. Come on, then.
Well,
come and take a closer look at Vashek the Blockhead.
I doubt it's that bad, but...
I'm not here to mock.
So what is it you want?
I promised the head groom that I'd look for pie.
Well, good luck with that. I've been searching half the day. Although I have been seeing double ever since that bang on the head. So it's possible I missed something.
Yeah. It's possible.
When was that?
In the morning. Then I staggered about for a while, feeling as rough as a boar's ass. I was glad to stagger back here in the end.
Ah, okay.
Where did you fall off, Pi?
Just south of here, between the fields and the woods, there's a crossroads where 4 paths meet. It was around there.
4 paths? So we could have gone anywhere.
Now you see my problem.
Can you describe Pi for me?
Long face, 4 legs.
Color,
Well, that should
hair.
narrow it down. Does he have any distinguishing features? Like a colour, for instance?
Sorry, he's a dappled grey, a stallion, and he's really fast. Though that won't help you much.
Quite the opposite.
A grey stallion.
Fine, I'll go and look for him.
Thanks. If you find him, the groom might go easier on me. Oh, and one more thing.
Well?
Go on.
Pi's used to taking the bridal ways, so I'd keep to those.
That's useful. Thanks.
Alright, thanks. I don't know what a bridal way is, but I'll keep that in mind.
May the Lord watch over you.
Yeah? Alright. How far away is this crossroads? It's far-ish. Alright. Let's, grab our horse. Oh. There you are. Alright. The search for Pi begins.
This will be the crossroads. So where did Pi go?
No idea. I'm assuming that we might be able to find some hoof marks. Oh!
Maybe he went this way. It's not like I've got anything better to go on.
Interesting. Seems to be leaving an interesting trail here behind. A person. Surely he must know something.
Good health to you.
Greetings.
Have you seen a horse running loose? A dappled grey?
I have indeed. Or at least I did see a riderless horse gallop through here. It went too fast for me to be sure of the color.
Where did you see him?
A short distance down the road, there's a brook. I was there fetching water when that horse gave me the fright of my life.
And where did he run onto?
Well, he splashed about and then ran upstream into the woods.
Much obliged.
Alright then.
My pleasure. Good luck in your search. I'll be with you.
Thanks. See you around. Oh!
Don't come it. Enough. I warned you.
Who are you? What do you want? Excuse me? Who are you? Identify yourself. Ish. Dosh. Sia. Chi. Ka. Ka. Ush. So. Yeah. 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 The hell is that all about? Crazy old fool. Give me your food. Give me your money too. Alright. Sorry you had to see that, Pi. Let's get you back home. Alrighty. Here's your Pi. Safe and sound. Where do you want him? Oh, is that good enough? Alright. So, do I get paid? Sir?
My respects to you.
How's it going?
I found pie for you.
Dear God! What a relief! Between ourselves, he was none too cheap. I don't know what I'd have done if he was gone for good. Here's something for your trouble.
Thank you.
Alright.
Just try not to lose him again.
We'll do our best.
You do that.
Take care now.
See you later. Greetings.
Mother of God. You look like you've been assaulted.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
I've come from the priest. They're saying you incited some women to witchcraft.
Me? Witchcraft? That's nothing but idle chatter.
It doesn't sound like it. But
You'd be wise to give me a straight answer. I mean you no harm.
As long as it's the truth you speak. Very well. I'll tell you everything. I've done a very foolish thing. It's preying on my mind so much I can't sleep a wink.
But I'm supposed to believe an old witch has pangs of conscience.
Laugh if you like, but it's not a word of a lie. You probably know I sell various magic lotions and potions alongside my herbs.
right.
Well, there's one I wish I hadn't sold. You see,
What's that?
Vera, Zlata, and Kuta from Uzhitz wanted a magic ointment from me. I kept refusing them, but in the end, I let them talk me into it.
What kind of ointment?
What kind of ointment was it?
One that will show you a world no one else can see. A place of wonder and terror. The flowers might start talking to you, or the earth could swallow you up. I don't know if it's the work of the devil or of God himself, but the ointment has that power. But it could poison any person who doesn't know how to use it right.
So all this talk of witches anointing themselves and then flying to their sabbaths on broomsticks.
The ointment could make a person see such things. But it was stupid of me letting those foolish women get their hands on it. They could poison themselves or fall off a cliff while they're lost in a dream.
Well?
Will you give me the ointment recipe?
It contains belladonna and the herb Paris, both quite poisonous plants. That ought to make you think twice about dabbling with it.
I see.
So why did you give them the ointment at all?
Because I'm soft-hearted. You see, one of those women, Vera, lost her whole family in Skalitz. And Zlata's husband was killed. And the youngest of them, Kuta, miscarried with the horror of it all. They said they wanted to use the ointment to speak with the dead and ask them to put a word in with the Lord.
I understand how they feel. But I reckon it'll get them nowhere but the ducking stool and the stake.
Judge not, lest ye be judged. I didn't want to give them the ointment, but they offered me a pile of groschen. So I thought how desperate they must be, and I heard their plea.
Their plea? Or the
No,
of their
you
plot?
thought how rich you'd be. All the things you could buy with all that groschen.
What did they want the ointment for?
Each one of them lost a loved one recently, and it's grieving them. They wanted to talk with the dead.
And why are you so worried about them all of a sudden? What changed your mind?
I'm losing sleep over it. Firstly, those women don't know what they're doing. And secondly, folk might see it as witchcraft. And do you know what they do to witches?
They burn them alive.
That they do. So don't be surprised I'm worried.
It didn't bother you before, though. I've heard enough.
If you've heard enough, you must understand why I need your help. Find out from those women what they intend, and watch over them to keep them safe.
I'll try my best.
Very well. But only because the priest himself asked me to.
Thank you 1,000-fold. I'll go to the Reverend myself and explain. You take care of those women. God bless.
Alright. See you around. Greetings.
I've heard something about a magical ointment.
Really? I'd like to know where from. And what concern is it of yours, anyway?
Well...
The herb woman sent me.
Gertrude? What does she want? More money?
It's not about the money. She's concerned about your health. That ointment can be dangerous, and she wants me to make sure you don't do anything foolish.
She said that? But I can't believe it's all that serious. If she's really worried, tell her to come with us to the crossroads at midnight. But not a word to anyone else.
What? Wait. Why? What's happening?
What's that? What are you doing here?
What are you all up to? What's going on here? I don't like this. Hello again, friend.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Yeah.
What about the crown? Is it finished?
I'm a man of my word. Of course it's finished. Here you have it. Thank the
Excellent.
Lord you found that Moldavite. It wouldn't be the same without it. God be with you.
Agreed. Alright, well. That's about it. That's the final item. We can now head back to Talmberg and inform Lady Stephanie of the good news.
What battle? Sigismund's gone.
Maybe so, but the land's still full of ruffians, and I'm no soldier. Besides, there's no need to go right now. Everything's well hidden, and it won't be sprouting legs and running off.
And how are we supposed to live in the meantime? On dirt and air?
It's not that bad.
Not that bad? I woke up with a rat in my blanket. A rat.
Excuse me.
My humble greetings. How may I serve you?
Actually, I'm here to serve you.
I think I have something that belongs to you. I found it in Skalitz.
What do you mean?
That's it?
By all the saints, thank you. You don't even know how much you've helped us. And if you know my wife, then you'll know you just saved my life.
I can imagine.
I probably shouldn't even tell you this, but Kunesh was after your treasure too. He wanted us to keep it ourselves.
What? That... I'll give him... I mean to say, I'll tell everyone about him.
Well,
I don't know what to say.
you do what you gotta do.
Here, take this at least.
Huh?
I'm poor, but you
What?
saved us.
Oh. That's not... okay.
Good luck then.
Alright, man. See you around. Lady Stephanie.
Welcome, Henry. I'm glad you're here.
Greetings.
The Lord save you. What do you need?
Well, I've come to tell you that everything is in order. As you can see here.
I brought the wine.
Wonderful, wonderful. No wedding is complete without good wine. Find somewhere here to put it down. I'll send for a servant to bring it later. I hope you had no problems acquiring it.
Well, you see...
Let's just say that when I got to the merchant, my task had only just begun.
But you were able to handle it. Thank you so much, Henry.
Of course. And here's your crown.
I brought you the crown from the master engraver.
Henry, you are a gem. Look at that Moldavite. Isn't it wonderful? Sophie will look like an angel. So, what's next?
I brought the roan, my lady.
That's wonderful. There weren't any problems with it, I hope.
Well, no.
Nothing too serious. He's a little wild, but I was able to handle him in the end.
Well, that won't do. Sophie can't have some wild horse at her wedding starting a stampede.
No, it's alright. You can just sing to him and it'll be alright.
I've learnt a trick. If you sing to him, he calms down.
You sang to a horse?
It's quite true, I'm afraid.
I had to.
I sang to a horse.
Well, then you'll have to sing something to me, too.
My lady...
Well...
I don't know if I...
So I know how to calm down that roan. Go ahead.
Oh.
Sing.
Well...
Two horses come roaming in the merry month of May to graze in the shade of the apple tree there. The first one is brown and the second is grey. Which shall I ride to, my maiden so fair?
Oh, how beautiful. I'm not surprised the horse calmed down after hearing such a lovely voice. Anyway, I'll think about what to do with the roan. But thank you, Henry.
Alright, well, so is that it? Is there anything else?
What can I do for you, my lady?
Nothing. You've done enough. And now I'd like to reward you.
That's not necessary, my lady. You taking the time to see me is reward enough.
Come now, Henry. No need for such modesty. I appreciate everything you've done for me, as well as your company. And there's something I'd like to give you. This shirt was my father's. He was built very much like you. Broad shoulders, strong chest. It should fit you just right.
But I can't accept this. It's too valuable.
It's too valuable to be left to the mercy of moths. It doesn't fit my husband well, and I've no one else to give it to. What's more, if you were to leave us again, I'd like you to have something to remember me by, so you don't forget me.
I could never forget you, my lady.
Well then, won't you try it on at least?
What? Right now?
Why not? Don't worry, I won't look. I'll turn my back.
And what if your husband comes in?
He won't. Neither will anyone else.
Oh. Alright. I mean, it's just a shirt, right? So...
Alright then.
It'll be alright.
Good luck then.
What could possibly go wrong? Good luck with the shirt? Okay, thanks.
I feel truly blessed to have you here. So long I yearned for young company. I really feel God heard my prayers and sent you to me.
Ready?
Well, here I am.
My, you do look handsome. As fine as any gentleman. When I was a little girl, there were always lots of other children around and young men and women of the court. It was so merry. I always hoped it would be like that when I was grown up too. But it was not God's plan.
You and Sir Divish had no children?
No. No, alas, we were not blessed. Twice I was with child, but they did not live. And now I fear there's no hope for me.
My lady. Oh, forgive me, my lady. I shouldn't have.
I don't mind.